Hey, what's up, YouTubers? It's me, Johnny. Just want to say a few words about the bombing in Belgium. It's amazing. It wasn't too long ago when there was a shootout in France, and even before that, there was a shootout. Now it seems like more and more of the recent immigrants from the East into the EU have struck again and did a bombing at the airport, and I think a few other places. And I heard preliminarily there may have been some shooting too. And it's been, I think, up to 30 or more people have died and hundreds injured in this little massacre, if you want to call it that. It's really discouraging. It seems like if you push back against the invasion of the ideology that's coming from the Middle East, you get your videos banned, or you get a lot of name calling and intimidations, like you're anti-immigrant. But it doesn't seem like these recent immigrants into the EU from the Middle East are adjusting to the Western lifestyle and the Western way of life and integrating into society, becoming part of society, and adopting the European or Western values that they have there. What they're instead doing is immigrating to the EU, getting on the welfare benefits there, and then living in the ghettos, their own kind of self-administered zones there, where apparently the police are even afraid to go. So there's their own laws, and there's local gangs that are meeting out justice there. And you've even heard it said the Sharia courts are there. I'm not sure if that's true, but possibly that's going on in France. I don't know about Belgium. But it's really frustrating, because when you talk about it with your European friends, how you can't even own a handgun to protect yourself, and how a lot of Europeans don't even think they have the right to life. They don't have the right to live. They don't have the right to arm themselves and to defend themselves against these predators, and instead they want to rely on the power of the state to protect them. And as we've seen from these events and previous events, they just can't protect society. They just can't keep society safe. And as long as these bureaucrats are in power, you're just going to see the decline of the state there, especially in Western Europe. I think right now we're seeing the crack up of the dream of the EU leaders from the 1940s, I believe it was, who wanted to have one European nation state. And I think we're in the early innings of a breakdown there. We're starting to see parties from the right, which I don't particularly agree with, getting a lot more support. We're starting to see a lack of faith in the political system there, a lack of faith in the state to solve any of the problems, especially economic, social, and now this recent invasion of Middle East people into the EU. And then we've seen the result of that is quite a few bombings and shootings now. And we see a reluctance of the average guy or man or woman to arm themselves, or put pressure on the state to let them arm themselves to defend themselves against this invasion. It's like Europeans have given up. It's really sad. Anyways, that's just a few thoughts on bombing in Belgium and what I think the ultimate outcome might be. And let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Thanks.